Biblical justice begins with God because it is an extension of who God is, much like love. But justice is not synonymous with God. Rather, it's an integral part of his character. He can no more be separated from justice than he can be separated from himself. Justice is an extension of his rightness, his holiness, and his perfection. So, what is justice? Justice is the impartial exercise of righteousness as determined by God in his word in a situation or relationship. In other words, justice is when things are as they should be. This refers to relationships and situations that either currently operate the way they should be operating, for example, when justice is currently being carried out properly, or when force is introduced to make them be what they should be. In other words, retribution or punishment is introduced to right a particular wrong. The most crucial point to clarify about this definition, though, is that the should in the way things should be is not subjective. We do not get to define how things should be according to our own terms, ideas, opinions, preferences, or ideologies. The should is and always and eternally will be defined by God as stated in his word. God carries out his justice in numerous ways, eternally and temporarily, spiritually and physically, personally and nationally, politically, and even within nature. Sometimes his execution of justice is obvious, like the flood account in Genesis 6-8, while at other times it occurs behind the veil, and we have to trust that he has it under control, like the Esther narrative. But no matter how, when, or where God executes justice, it is his justice being carried out in his perfect way according to his sovereign plan. Justice will never be fully realized on earth because God has revealed that our heavens and earth are passing away. God will render final judgment in the last days, but he still does allow justice to be served on earth, at least in part. While Christians understand that pursuing biblical justice is a byproduct and result of living a Christ-centered life, and we should do it, we also understand that justice on earth is not our ultimate goal. Our goal is to glorify God and enjoy him forever, and we do that best in justice when we pursue it as the impartial exercise of righteousness as determined by God in his word in every situation and relationship. Justice is when things are as they should be, and the should is always defined by God, not our emotions or our culture. To learn more about justice and how biblical justice is vastly different than our current cultural or societal justice, listen to episode number 58 on Biblically Lit.